So this is lecture number 17 of Introduction to Physical Metallurgy class. And if you remember, in the previous lecture, we have started a topic that is Miller indices for directions, for planes and points, right? And if you remember, those Miller indices means that is a kind of notation system so that we can denote a particular plane, that is atomic plane, or a particular direction, that is a line vector, or a point particularly in a three coordinate system. If you remember, three coordinate system means that is basically cubic kind of crystals, right? But today the topic is different. That is Miller-Bravis indices. That is a four coordinate system actually. That is our topic, and the content will be like how suppose Miller indices is given, how you can convert it into Miller-Bravis indices. Fine. Suppose a direction is given, Miller indices of a direction is given, how you can convert that into Miller-Bravis indices. That means this three coordinate system need to be converted into four coordinate system. How to do that? We have certain formula that I will show you today. So three coordinate versus four coordinate system. Three coordinate system, that is Miller indices, and four coordinate system is called Miller-Bravis index system or indices. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see this is a unit cell of a cube. That means when we'll be discussing about any cubic system, cubic crystal system, we'll use a unit cell of a cube, obviously. And it has three coordinates. This is the x coordinate, this is y, and this one is z coordinate, right? So this is a three coordinate system. So that's why we are using Miller indices only, right? We can find out the Miller indices of a direction, Miller indices of a plane, or any point, right? With the help of these things, right? If you remember. So Miller indices of direction is written in this form. Square bracket, u, small v, small w, fine. And the plane is written in form of this one. This is parenthesis HKL, fine. But when the situation will be having any hexagonal crystal, or that is hexagonal closed packs crystals, then we have to choose a unit cell of a hexagonal, fine, or hexagonal closed pack unit cell, fine. So you can see this is a unit cell showing four directions. We have four axes here. You can see this is the first axis, that is written as A1, right? And this is the second axis, this is A2, right? And this is the third axis, that is A3. And the last axis, fourth axis, that is Z. Or some people call it as a C also. It is better to write Z. So we have A1 axis, A2 axis, A3 axis, and Z axis, right? So this is a four coordinate system. So that's why we have to use Miller-Bravis index system or Miller-Bravis indices, fine. And you can see how to represent Miller-Bravis indices. For directions, again the same concept. The symbol is same. That is, you have to denote it in enclosed by square bracket. Fine, and it is U V T W. Right. So here new term is coming, or new, that is this one is T. Fine, and this UVTW means, suppose this is the U direction, this is the V direction, this is the W direction, and the T direction will be this one, A3. This okay? Again, I'm saying this is, suppose U, this is V, this is W, and this is T. This additional term is coming. So you can correlate, like, so this is for a, suppose this is for a cubic, this for a cubic, this is U, and this is V, and this is W, right? But this is 3 coordinate system, but this is a 4 coordinate system. Additional axis is there, A3. That is, we called it as T here. Fine. So similarly, if you want to represent a plane in this particular unit cell, 4 coordinate system unit cell. So this is parenthesis H K I L. So I is the additional here. Okay. Now we'll discuss this one, Miller-Bravis coordinate system. That is for hexagonal crystals or hexagonal close-packed crystals. Fine. That is 4-axis coordinate system. You can simply call it. Now you can see what is exactly here in this hexagonal unit cell. What we have? We have a bottom plane. This is the bottom plane, right? And this is the top plane. Both plane are parallel to one another, right? So you can consider this plane or this plane. They are same actually. The indices will be same, obviously, right? Basically, right? They're parallel to one another. So this is called basal plane. Base basal plane. This is also a basal plane. Same plane, right? So this is the top basal plane. This is the bottom basal plane, right? And parallel to one another, right? Then you can see we have 3 axes, as I told, A1, A2, and A3. These 3 axes, A1, A2, A3, are in this basal plane only. And if you want to find out the interaxial angle between this A1 and A3, in between A1 and A2, in between A2 and A3, that will be 120 degree. So these 3 axes are 120 degree apart from one another, right? Same angle, 120 degree, 120 degree, and 120 degree, right? And there is a axis Z which is perpendicular to this 3 axis, or which is perpendicular to A1, A2, A3, or which is perpendicular to, you can say, basal plane, right? And it is clearly showing also this direction is somewhat longer. This is, if you remember, that is ABC, small a, small b, small c, and interaxial angle alpha, beta, gamma, right? If you remember that, that is called lattice parameter, right? So here the lattice parameter is this one. This is A. Same. This is A. This is A. This is A. This is A, and this is A. All are same. But the thing is what? There is the vertical one is C. We try to always find out C by A ratio. Maybe we'll solve that in the coming lecture. So C axis is somewhat bigger compared to the A, right? Now, yes. Now the thing is what? Suppose Miller indices for a given direction will be given, or Miller indices for a given plane will be given. That will be in form of 3 coordinate system, right? Either UVW or HKL, right? But you have to convert it into 4 indices system or 4 coordinate system. Then what you need to do? Then this is the thing. You can see. So we can write U dash, V dash, and W dash. We want to convert it into U, V, T, W, right? So instead of U, V, W, you write U dash, V dash, W dash need to be converted into U, V, T, W. So how to do that? So this is the formula. You have to remember this formula always. To remember W, that is very easy because W is equal to W dash. Fine. The value given here will be equal to the W, right? So there is no problem. But to convert U dash, V dash to U and V, so this is the formula. You can see U is equal to 1 by 3. This is whole bracket 2 U dash minus V dash, right? And similarly, V is equal to 1 by 3 square round bracket whole bracket, that is 2 V dash minus U dash, right? And T is equal to, this is also easy to remember, T is equal to minus whole bracket u plus v. So this is the conversion formula. You can convert 3 indices system to 4 indices system, or 3 coordinate system to 4 coordinate system in this by using this formula only. I'll show you an example here. Fine. Now, question is convert this one direction. That means this is a 3 coordinate system, right? So convert this 3 coordinate system, that is 1 direction, to Miller-Bravais or 4 index system, or Miller-Bravais coordinate system, right? So we know that this one, we know this is the formula which is written over here, right? U dash, V dash, W dash need to be converted into U, V, T, W, right? So U is, so that means here U dash is 1, V dash is 1, W dash is also 1. That need to be converted into UV TW, right? So as I told, W is easy to convert, right? W is equal to W dash. So W dash is 1. So W is equal to 1 also. You can see W is equal to W dash is equal to 1. Very easy. Now we want to convert to U dash to U, right? So U is equal to 1 by 3, this formula. So you can see, you can write that is 1 by 3. You can see 2 into U dash. 2 into U dash means U dash is 1, right? So that is 2 only, minus V dash. V dash is also 1. So that is 1 here. That is 1 by 3. It is okay. So similarly, V is equal to 1 by 3, 2 U dash minus 2 V dash minus U dash, right? So you can see this is 1 by 3. 2 into U dash, 2 into V dash. V dash is 1 again, same. Minus U dash, that is 1 again. So it is 1 by 3 again, right? So T is equal to minus whole bracket U plus V. So already we know U is 1 by 3 and V is also 1 by 3. So minus whole bracket 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. That is minus 2 by 3. It is okay. So you people have understood this one, the conversion part. How we are converting 3 coordinate system to 4 coordinate system. It is okay.
Yes, sir.
So finally, you want to represent the 3 coordinate system into 4 coordinate system. That is Miller-Bravais indices to Miller indices into Miller-Bravais indices. So that this is the representation final. This is Miller indices system, and this is Miller-Bravais indices system, right? But this is in form of fraction, right? So if you remember, I told you we basically denote finally the Miller indices or Miller-Bravais indices not in form of fraction. It should be represented in form of integers, right? So we can convert it into simple things, right? Next is, now next question is convert this 0, 1, 0 direction to 4 index system. That means convert this Miller indices into Miller-Bravais indices. That is the question. So same concept we will use, right? U dash, V dash, W dash is equal to UV TW, right? So U dash is 0, V dash is 1, W dash is 0 again, right? We need to convert into UV TW. So again, we have to use the same formula, right? That is U is equal to this formula, and you finally end up with minus 1 by 3, right? So V is equal to, same, you have to use the formula and you will get 2 by 3. And T is equal to, you have to use this formula and you will get minus 1 by 3. And W is equal to W dash, that is 0, right? So finally, we can write 0, 1, 0 direction is equal to this much, right? And if you reduce it, it will finally get it like this, minus 1, 2. That means this is 1 bar, 2, 1 bar, 0. So you should not write negative sign. So to make it easy, I have written here negative sign, but you need to write bar. 1 bar means 1 on the top bar, there will be a line, right? 1 bar, 2, 1 bar, 0. So you can see this Miller indices system has been converted into Miller-Bravais indices system, right? So this is the simple way to convert the Miller indices system to Miller-Bravais indices system, fine? Now 3 coordinate system to 4 coordinate system. Now there is a question. This is Okay, so this is the last topic of today's. You can see what is given. We have a hexagonal unit cell. A1 is given, A2 is given. Okay, A3 is not given. Okay, but this is A3 and this is Z, right? So now the question is, what will be the A, what will be the B, and what will be the C? So I'm representing this one as B, this one is A, huh, and this one is C. So I need to find out A, B, C, and this is in form of three coordinate system only. Hmm. Then finally, we will convert that into four coordinate system. So what is A, what is B, and what is C? So these are kind of directions, right? You understood? This A is one direction, B is one direction, and C is one direction. So if you want to find out the direction here in this four coordinate system, so first of all, you should try to find out in three coordinate system. Then you can convert into four coordinate system by using that formula, right? This is the simplest way. So A is equal to, can you tell me what will be the A? This direction A in three coordinate system. This, so that means this is the origin, right? This is the origin, right? This one. Let's have a look. This is the origin. So in the A1 direction, we don't have to move, right? And but in A2 direction, we have to move. So okay, and in the Z direction, we do not have to move. So this will be what? 0. A direction do not have to move, but only A2 direction. Okay. 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 Let me show you over here. Otherwise, huh? Next slide. Okay, this one. Just have a look. So A1 is equal to. So this is the A1 direction. So A1 will be. So this is the origin, right? If this is the origin, then we do not have to move in the A1 direction. It is 0. In the A2 direction, we have to move one unit magnitude. So it is 0, then 1, and finally there is no movement in the Z direction, right? So that is 0 again. So this is 0, 1, 0, right? Second, similarly B. So this is the B, right? This one is the B. So B means this is in the A1 direction. So obviously we have to move into this direction by one unit magnitude. So that is 1, but it is not in the A2 direction. It is not in the Z direction, right? So it will be 1, 0, 0, right? Similarly, what is the C? So this is somewhat critical now. So this is the C. So this is somewhat critical because in the three index system we have the A1, A2, and Z only. But this is the new axis right now. So what is the C now? So if you want to move to the C, you can do what? You have to look into how much magnitude you have to move in the A1 direction, how much magnitude you have to move to A2 and Z, right? But in the Z, we do not have to move because this is in this plane only. In this direction, there is no movement, right? So we can neglect the Z, Z will be 0 anyhow, right? So that means to move into A1 direction, huh? So what we need to do? We need to extend this one into the negative direction here first, right? So this is the negative direction of this A1, right? So I can move in the negative direction. From the origin, I will move to the negative direction. This is the green line. Just have a look. From origin, I am moving into the negative direction of A1 up to 1 unit magnitude. Then I will stop, right? Then I have to reach this point. This is a line vector, if you remember. So then I can move again from that point to this direction to reach to that point. Right? So this direction is just negative direction of A2. Just have a look. This is the A2 direction. That means I am moving in this direction. Okay. But I have to reach to this point, so I have to move from here to here. So just have a look again. This is the origin. You are moving from origin to the negative directions to negative A1 direction in the to 1 unit magnitude. You stop over here. Then again from here you move negative direction to A2 to reach to that point by 1 magnitude. So this is the 1 unit magnitude in the negative direction of A2. So finally this will be what? this will be minus 1 negative, right? 1 bar, again minus 1, that is 1 bar again, and finally in the z direction you will not have to move, that will be 0. So this is 1 bar 1 bar 0. It is okay up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, very good. So now, since this is a 4 coordinate system, as I told, it's a hexagonal crystal or hexagonal unit cell. This is a 4 coordinate system. We need to convert this 3 indices system to 4 indices system, or 3 coordinate system to 4 coordinate system. And you know the formula already, u, v, t, w. So that means this will be u dash, this will be v dash, this will be w dash, right? So you can convert, you can use this formula simply, right? So you can see, if you put the formula 1 by 3, 2u dash, 2u dash will be, u dash is how much? You can use, okay, fine. So that means for individual you have to do that, huh? For this one you have to use this formula, and for this one you have to use this formula, for this one you have to use this formula, and finally you will end up with this one, huh? UVTW. So A1 will be 1 bar 2 1 bar 0, B is equal to 2 1 bar 1 bar 0, and C will be 1 bar 1 bar 2 and 0, right? So these are the Miller-Gravius indices for this A, B, and C direction. Okay, I will end this topic over here today. Huh? You have any confusion up to this? Okay, you people can leave. Huh?